Good morning everyone, my name's Sarah and I'm part of the leadership team at Holy Trinity, and I've just been asked to share a few thoughts with you this morning. Well, what a time we find ourselves in. For us, the last few weeks have just been completely and utterly different to anything we've ever experienced before. Isabella, my eldest, was revising hard for her GCSEs and they've all been cancelled, and both my girls are now being homeschooled. I'm on furlough and not quite sure how our organisation is going to operate in the future, and John, my husband, who usually travels away, he's been at home, which has been nice, but already he's had a pay cut, and we just don't know what the future holds. And I know for many people this is an incredibly uncertain times. Lives have been turned upside down in ways we could never have imagined. And the Lord's been talking to me about control, and I realise now that I love to be in control. I have a diary which I fill in all the time, and it records all the places I'm rushing back and forth to week in, week out. And I love to plan, I love to know what's going on, but at the moment there's just no way we can do this. And that's without the fear of getting the coronavirus. People react to it in different ways, and we're just all living not knowing quite what's going to happen from one week to the next. So as Christians, how do we respond to this? What does it all mean? These are real times of trials and tribulations. Every year at Easter we go to a big conference called Spring Harvest, and we've been going for about the last 20 years, so we were really disappointed when it was cancelled this year. But the team from Spring Harvest have done an absolutely fantastic job by doing a virtual conference which is on YouTube this week, and I really encourage you to have a look at that. It's called Spring Harvest at Home, and it's full of many great speakers just sharing their thoughts and ideas at this time of what the Lord might be saying. The theme that was given to the leadership of Spring Harvest about 18 months ago, they've been praying and asking God what they should share with us, and the theme that they were given was Unleashed. And you know, doesn't that just seem so unusual now that theme, Unleashed, is being used when we're all in isolation, lockdown? So what is God actually saying? So I want to invite you this morning to listen to God, to hear what he might be saying. And we'd love it if you shared with us anything that you thought was on God's heart for us as a congregation at Holy Trinity at this time. You can email Stephen, our vicar, at vicar@trinitytewkesbury.org.uk. If you're struggling, and I must admit I've been struggling a bit with sorting out my daily routine and spending time with God and everything, and I really encourage you to just get into the rhythm of reading the Bible, of praying, of listening to worship music. John Hughes has been posting some worship on the Facebook page, which has been really good. But let's use the resources that are open to us. So I'm going to finish by a verse that was actually read this morning by Pete Greig, who's been doing the devotions for Spring Harvest this week, and it's that very well-known verse from 1 Joshua, starting at verse 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you are. Amen.